welcome everybody. Welcome.
Good
morning.
Hey. Hello there.
Hi.
I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
This is Greg and Sheila Fossen and
Hello.
Clark.
Morning.
Hey everybody, good morning. And
morning.
What's going on?
So we're having a very small live version of our first hybrid service today. Woo-hoo. And so I forgot Ernie's last name. What's your last name, Ernie? Torres. Ernie Torres is here. Ernestine Garcia is here. And Kim Singleton is here. And Ernie's our resident techno person who's got this all running. So they're able to see everything on the TV. And we're over here. And we're all
good.
set. Yeah.
Yay.
So excited.
That's
And
fun.
Susan's in New Mexico. And Greg and Sheila are at their house. And we're all here together. It's wonderful. Yay.
Life is good. It's good to be here with some live people finally. And they're all staring at the TV.
Just like us at home.
Oh, well, we're going to get started with a prayer. So if you would, close your eyes and join me as we meet together in that one power and that one presence, that one infinite and eternal life force that is here now as my life and as each and every person who joins us together's life, as the life of this planet and all its inhabitants. I know that this day is the day that God has made, and I rejoice in it. I rejoice in our ability to come back together and be with live folks and give hugs. I rejoice in the love that surrounds us and indwells us. I rejoice in life. Life is good all the time. And for this, I give thanks, eternally grateful. And with this heart full of gratitude, I now release, let go, and allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is.
Yay.
We're going to get started with some Susan Clark.
Yes. Well, you know, one of my favorite songwriters is Daniel Nahmod. And I picked out a song of his to start us out this morning. Please sing along. I think you'll get the hang of it really soon, really quickly. This is called My Soul is Welcome Here.
Yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Yes, my soul is welcome here. I am giving a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Yes, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. I'm in the right place at the right time. Are you singing? I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm at the right place at the right time, and I am just who I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place, and it's always the right time to be just who you're supposed to be. Whoa, our souls are welcome here. You know our our souls are welcome here. We are getting the message loud and clear. Our souls are welcome here. Our souls are welcome here. Our souls are welcome here. Ooh, la la la. La 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 la. Oh, our souls are welcome right here, right now, today, exactly the way we're supposed to be.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
We're gonna do a little business and we'll get back to you for another song.
Sounds good.
Like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro, and check out our website at cslnorthmetro.org. You can go to contact us and sign up to get our emails and other information. And you can get sign up for a prayer request there too. And the current and also past ones of the affirmations and the prayers that Stephan writes every week are out there too. So check that out. Today's title is Love Where You're At. Is that it? I'm sorry. Yeah. So, and our guest artist you've already met is Susan Clark, and our reading is from The New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. And Ernestine Garcia is going to do the affirmations and do the reading, and we're going to step out of the way.
And I am so happy to be here. Okay, let's see. Affirmations for the week of May 23rd, 2021. That is today. I am a supportive and strong presence in all my relationships. My life is built on a foundation of faith and acceptance in my perfection. Each day provides a beautiful step in the expansion of my consciousness. Everything I do is an extension of the love in my heart. I accept the joy in all moments and all situations. In this moment, the door to unlimited good is open to me. And so it is. Okay, now I get to read. The reading for today, which is from A New Earth, Awakening to Your Purpose by Eckhart Tolle. When you know yourself only through content, you will also think you know what is good or bad for you. You differentiate between events that are good for me and events that are bad. This is a fragmented perception of the wholeness of life in which everything is interconnected, in which every event has its necessary place and function within the totality. The totality, however, is more than the surface appearance of things, more than the sum total of its parts, more than whatever your life or the world contains. Behind the sometimes seemingly random or even chaotic succession of events in our lives, as well as those in the world, lies concealed the unfolding of a higher order and purpose. This is beautifully expressed in the Zen saying, "The snow falls, each flake in its appropriate place." We can never understand this higher order through thinking about it, because whatever we think about is content, whereas the higher order emanates from the formless realm of consciousness, from universal intelligence. But we can glimpse it, and more than that, align ourselves with it, which means be conscious participants in the unfolding of that higher purpose. When we go into a forest that has not been interfered with by man, our thinking mind will only see disorder and chaos all around us. It won't even be able to differentiate between life good and death bad anymore, since everywhere new life grows out of rotting and decaying matter. Only if we are still enough inside and the noise of thinking subsides can we become aware that there is a hidden harmony here, a sacredness, a higher order in which everything has its perfect place and could not be other than what it is and the way it is.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
We actually had a live person come and talk,
We did.
and we got to watch.
That's right.
Life is good. Oh,
Now we're going back to
yeah.
music. And the really cool thing is we still get to have wonderful guest artists like Susan Clark, who visits sometimes but doesn't live here. So we get the best of both worlds here.
We do.
We're very excited.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I can visit you in person soon. I would love to see your place and soak up all the love there. So we'll hold that as an intention.
Absolutely. It is done.
It is done.
So it is.
Well, I just had to run up and down the stairs because I put one of my dogs into the soundproof booth, which also is my car. So, I'd like to share a Faith Rivera song with you. And this is called This Thing Called Life. This Thing Called Life. All right, deep breath. Today is the day I will change my luck. I will find 3 pennies in a big heads up. I will walk like a queen in my tennies and jeans, 'cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life. From the known to unseen to everything in between, I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. Yeah, today is the day I'll remember to see only good, only God happening through you and me. I will not forget all the treasures due me, 'cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life. From the known to unseen to everything in between, I am part of this thing called life. I am part of this thing called life. Yeah, today is the day I'll be more of myself, love my skin where I've been and everyone else. No more push, no more pull, simply flow as I go, 'cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life. From the known to unseen to everything in between, I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life. From the known to unseen to everything in between, I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. I am loved, so loved every day by this thing called life.
Thank you, Susan. That was awesome. And it really fits our title because we are part of this thing called life. And if you're part of this thing called life, you just got to love right where you're at.
You just have to love right where you're at, loving what is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we'll be back to you shortly.
Okay, thanks, guys. Looking forward to your talk.
Thanks. So, what do you think, honey?
I am so excited.
Isn't it
I
nice?
hope I remember what I'm talking about today.
It's so nice to see folks
It
sitting
is.
out there. Life is good. I was thinking about sometimes we go through life and we have plans spoiled, or we find ourselves in a place where we got to make an important decision and we get caught up in being indecisive, or we're praying for something really hard and the opposite shows up. Does that ever happen to you? You?
I think so.
It's happened to me a lot in life because I've jumped into life full, both feet and both arms fully because that's what I do. But it's important to get in touch with when something like that happens with your vibrational field, your energy field, and just make a note of what that feels like to have something disappointment take place, to have maybe a loss of a relationship or a job. What else?
A pet.
Or it doesn't mean
a person that you love.
And on and on.
Uh-huh.
So it's important for us to see how we react to it, because if we have a negative reaction, then that empowers the emotions to start feeling bad and the physical body to start feeling bad, and all of this stuff starts happening. And sometimes it's really hard to get out of because we put ourselves into it. I remember that song, Love the One You're With?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Crosby, Stills, and Nash, yeah.
Stephen Stills.
Stephen Stills. I was corrected by a loved one in the audience. Anyway, that song says, love the one you're with. Well, I looked at it from this point of view. I'm always the one that I'm with. So I got to love myself. I don't have to, but it's good to love myself. And the way I can love myself is to love right where I'm at, no matter what I'm going through. Recently, I've been sharing with you that my mother made her transition, and Valerie and I went through that whole process of her slowly making that move. And there were times where it was really difficult to love where I was at because it's my mom, and it wasn't all that easy. But thank God for this teaching, and thank God for everything that I've learned and has given the chance, excuse me, to practice what I preach, so to speak. And that was probably the most intensive time of my life to really put the practice to work. And it's still the process still moves on. But my point is that the only way to approach, well, the only way I feel I want to approach a situation that may be negative or maybe challenging is to love it with all my heart. And sometimes that means just sitting down and meditating. Sometimes it means maybe doing service to somebody else. I can remember, do you all remember the Northridge earthquake? One? No? Well, it was in LA, and it was a huge earthquake. It hit about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. And it was in 94. And I was in my second year of practitioner training. Anyway, I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden I thought the world come to an end, because this shocking, and it seemed like forever. And I heard things falling down, and I put the pillow over my head so another one fall on my head. And it was just like, oh my God, what is going on? And finally it settled down, and I could hear this concert of cars, their alarms going off. It was like, I went out I tried to get out to my balcony. I kept stepping on things, and finally I made it my way to turn on the light, and the entire apartment was on the floor. Literally, there was hardly any place to even step. Everything that was in my cupboards were on the floor. Everything was hanging on the wall was on the floor. My what?
I don't know, pictures?
No, my sacred space, all the sacred items were on the floor. And I almost went into a panic mode, but I caught myself and I said, I'm okay, I'm alive. So something within me says, I want to go serve. So I go over to Agape, which was my spiritual center in those days. And there's a whole crowd of people just waiting for somebody to open the door. And they finally opened the doors, and the phones were ringing off the hooks. There were people that were needing help, and there were people that were wanting to help. And all this energy was flowing. And I felt I felt invigorated, even though my whole apartment was destroyed. So we went in, and they were getting calls and sending people from the church over to help whatever they needed. So me and two other people were assigned to go to this woman's apartment building. So we go over there, and literally the 3-story apartment building had shifted to off its foundation, and was just barely sitting on the foundation. So the fire department gave us 1 hour to get all her stuff out, or as much of her stuff we could. And we were already well into a half an hour because it took us time to get over there. So the only way we could get in and out of this, because our doors wouldn't open, was through a window. So we're handing stuff out and putting in the back of a pickup. And we were able to get quite a bit of stuff out. And there was something so invigorating to be serving other people. It just kind of, it made the whole experience kind of lovely, I hate to say, but it was a time that during my prac training that I needed to learn something. And this lesson I learned was amazing. So I went home and started cleaning up. And those things that I didn't need that were destroyed into the garbage bin. Everything else, I just give thanks for having something left. But anyway, I went into meditation, just asking, what is it I need to learn from this? Why am I feeling so happy about this situation that was a disaster? Why am I feeling so uplifted and inspired? So I came out of meditation. I went on the internet to check my emails to see if everybody was okay. And I got this one email, and there was a quote from one person that was making comments about the earthquake. And the quote was from Ernest Holmes. It says, "We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind." We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. And mind is a capital M. So the mind of God, the mind of spirit. And I said, well, yeah, that's the truth. That's absolute truth. But you got to interpret it the correct way, because I can't change the condition of an earthquake. I can't make all the buildings come back and all the people have their stuff and all that. I can't change that condition. What I can change is the condition of my mindset, how I react to what was going on. And I thank God that instinctively, and maybe not so instinctively, maybe just from the training, that I could go out and help somebody. And by giving that love to the situation, by giving my love to what had happened, the condition, it changed the whole mindset. And I can look at it from a different way. I'm going to share this poem by Henry Van Dyke, and it's called Katrina Sundial in Her Garden of Yaddo. And this is the poem. Hours fly, flowers die, new days, new ways pass by. Love stays. Time is to show for those who wait, too swift for those who fear, too long for those who grieve, too short for those who rejoice, but for those who love, time is not.
That's beautiful.
And it's a good thing to remember, because we live in time and space, and things happen, things occur that we don't have any control over, but we do have control of how we look at it. And for me, anything that you're in, give your love, give all your love, however that looks, however you feel you can do it, give it, because life is too short not to love where you're at, to love completely where you're at, because you'll never have this experience again. You only go through it once. So why not rejoice in it? Why not give it love? Why not care about it like you care about yourself? Because you can't be with the one you love. Love yourself. Valerie?
So it's allergy season here, and so it's really hit me this morning. And so I'm going to do my best to talk without coughing. And if I start coughing, we may just cut things short, because I don't know what else to do here. So
I'll talk.
You will?
Well, maybe.
Yay. Okay, so I like to read the book that our reading is from every week when I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say. And one of the things that really hit me this week in the New Earth, although I love that entire book, is how when we name a thing, we make it smaller than it is, because everything is one with God and one with each other and one that all it is. And so when we bring it down to a word or a name, we don't understand the depth of it, the allness of it, the isness of it, that how it's one with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do that constantly by bringing things into our mind's way of thinking with a name or a word. And so then we also, as humans, have this thing going on in our mind all of the time where we're just constantly thinking.
Mm.
Thinking. So we're just naming things left and right, all over the place, all of the time, good, bad, indifferent. And so as we're thinking and we're labeling and we're naming and we're deciding what's good and we're deciding what's bad, we're also creating. And so we have the opportunity to take a look at what we're thinking and how we're thinking and what we're doing, and really love where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of every time we're criticizing, every time we're blaming, every time we're wishing we were somewhere else, we're not loving where we're at. And so we're creating an unhappiness in ourselves and probably in others if we're with somebody else for that constant stream. And the funniest thing about all that thinking that we do is we believe it.
Believe it or not.
We do. And so some of it's true, a lot of it's not true, and we believe it. So to just kind of take a step back and think about, I did take a step back and think about what we're thinking about and realize, okay, I have a choice here. I have a choice to keep thinking about what I'm thinking about in the way that I'm thinking about it, where I have to be right and somebody else has to be wrong, and back it up to loving where we're at, to what is in this situation that's for me. What is going on that is going to teach me something, is going to allow me to step forward, is going to allow me to maybe be kind, to maybe forgive, to maybe, and Eckhart Tolle talks about forgiving as just like just opening up to that space of love, that you don't have to make them right or wrong or anything else. We just get to control what's going on within us, because every time we have those negative feelings, the person that we're doing that to is ourselves.
Yeah.
So he also talks about when we have those moments, we all have those moments where we just really get it. Like the sun's shining on a tree just a certain way, or I can remember it hitting the mountains in a certain way and creating that alpenglow, or they're just those moments when you just get it.
Baby crying.
It is all one thing, and I am one with it. And those moments are just like the I amness, the oneness, the allness, where we get, yes, we are in this body right here having this experience, and that's really not who we are.
No.
We're so much bigger than that. Everything is so much bigger than that. And so those moments allow us to do that. And so we have the opportunity, and okay, I'm talking about a person who's really, really busy all of the time, who has the opportunity to stop in the busyness and say, I am. And just be in the I amness. Or sometimes it's just the birds singing outside. I mean, it's so nice to just be able to hear the birds singing outside and recognize that we're just in this amazing space doing these amazing things, and the sun's shining, or it's raining, or it's windy, or it's whatever it is, and here we are, and it's just a creative, wonderful place. And so Eckhart Tolle talks about every complaint as a little story that we make up that we completely believe in.
Not me.
I know you don't.
I don't do that. No more.
A lot of us do. So we make up the story. we believe the story, and then we tell the story. Well, we all know that we create from our consciousness. So the more we tell that story, the more we believe the thing, the more it becomes true, and the more we create the thing.
And lower our vibration.
And lower our vibration.
Who wants to lower their vibration? I don't see any hands raised.
And we do it so unconsciously.
Yeah.
And so the invitation here is to, when we're having a negative thought, when we're complaining, when we're needing to be right and somebody else is wrong, because we're all here for our growth and for our things, and we don't know what anybody else's path is. We don't know. I know I've talked about this before, that book about radical incarnation, where this is a pretend conversation of a couple of souls who are getting ready to incarnate, and one person says to the other, okay, so you were the one that created this havoc for me the last time so I could work through it. So I'll do that for you this time.
There's a book called Mary Magdalene.
Well, there is that one too.
It's Mary and Jesus, and who's the one that did Jesus in?
Yeah. Okay, who is it? Ernestine?
I don't know.
The one that turned Jesus in.
Oh, Judas.
Judas. Yeah, he was there. We get to use the audience. That's nice.
That is nice.
So they're up there in heaven, and Judas like, I don't want to be the one to do Jesus in. Why me? And God says, well, you all got to play your part, because there's a big lesson for the world to see, and you got to do what you got to do. So that kind of thing fits in with what you're saying. And perhaps we were all given a job to do, to come down here on earth to bless people, and we get caught up in our own personal little things, and this goes wrong and that goes wrong, and we let it affect us, and we can't do what we came here to do, and that's to be who we are, to be our fullness, to be a healing presence, not by what you say, not by the things you've done, but by who you are. And who you are is of the Most High. And if you can live from that purview, then everything is good. Earthquakes, hey, it's just an earthquake. I lost all my possessions. Who cares? Life is good. It's all good. I love it.
Well, and so, and to put it the way Eckhart Tolle would say it, he says, in that minute, in that moment of that thing going on, can I sense my eternal beingness?
Yes.
Now, I just think that just right in the middle of it, whatever it is that's going on, big thing, little thing, can I sense my eternal beingness? And for me, sometimes I think the answer is not yet. And we've talked about this before, being willing to be willing.
Yes.
Am I willing to sense my internal beingness? Oh, I can go there right now. Am I willing to be willing to sense my eternal beingness? And so we can choose how we react to things. We don't necessarily get to choose the things that we react to. We get to choose how we react. And so that I think is the important thing that I wanted to say today is, instead of, and I admit sometimes I'm like this too. I'm just like this little robot doing the things I do every day and going on automatic pilot, just and then something happens and it sets me off. And so then I get the opportunity to go, oh, time to realize who I am, time to be willing to understand the bigness of it, the allness of it, the isness of it, and then not this little piece of this cog that I'm really attached to right this minute.
Yeah, well said.
So I have no idea what time it is. We don't have things set up the way we used to. We could talk for 5 minutes or we could quit.
Well, I just wanted to share something that just came through, a gift that was given to me during the course of my mother making her transition. And I'm sure a lot of us have heard that when we're getting ready to die, that our life flashes past our mind. Well, I had a sort of similar thing happened, only it was my mother's life passing through my mind. All these different things that just kept, it wasn't in any order. It would just be different things that had taken place with her and I, and my experience with it all. And they were like little gems of place for gratitude, little gems for a place of gratitude. And even the negative things that we went through, because my mother was a drinker in her early days, and we went through that part of her life with her. But every part of her life was so perfect and so complete. Even the darkness was what she came here to experience. So there's a gift in everything. Mm-hmm. And there's a gift in everyone. Mm-hmm. You just got to be open to it. You just got to, you don't got to, but get to. Highly suggest you open yourself up and be aware of who you are and where you are, and completely love it. Completely love it. Because what's the opposite? And who wants the opposite? Not me. I'm sure not you. Should we pray?
Yes.
Kick it off, honey.
So I just invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And recognize that divine intelligence is breathing our breath, beating our hearts, the thinker of our thoughts, that our very beingness is within that one source and that one power and that one presence. That is my life. It's Reverend Michael's life. This is the life of each person here today in person, and each person that is online, and everybody who watches later. And it is everyone, everything, everywhere, all of the time. Mm-hmm. It is the life on this planet. It is the life in our solar system. It is the life in our galaxy. It is the life of the billions of galaxies beyond what we even know about. It is all that one divine intelligence. And we are one with that. One with the amazing livingness of life as everything on this planet and everything everywhere. And so I just know for each of us that we begin to get who we really are. That amazingness of the beingness of being on this planet at this time, doing this thing, and our eternalness at the same time, and our connection to everything, everywhere at the same time. And so as we're feeling kind of boxed in or having problems or solving them, we can just understand that each one of us, all of us, we are more than that. And so I know for each of us, loving relationships and peace and truth and harmony and joy and abundance and prosperity and loving relationships and also compassion and understanding and joy. And I just am so, so, so grateful. Grateful for this time together. Grateful for the planet opening back up and allowing people to get back together again and be those social creatures that we are. So grateful. Grateful for everything and everyone. I just pass this word to Reverend Michael.
And so I accept the fullness and the allness and the isness of God guiding me and directing me in its grace in every moment of my life. And as I know this truth for myself, I know it for each and every individual who is tuned into us this day or is present at the sound of my voice. I know for you that love prevails. And no matter what situation you find yourself in, what condition you find yourself in, be it negative, be it positive, it's all good. And the love of God pulls you through any situation, any condition. I know for this planet, absolute peace and harmony and abundance and prosperity. I know for every living being that may be going through some conflict, that it is temporary, and I invite you to let it go. Right here and right now, I know the truth of my own being As I know that for myself, I know it for everyone who listens.
Yes, yes, yes.
That right where you are, the eternity, the infinite spirit of the living God is right within you.
Yes.
And so let it guide you, let it direct you, let it be the source of your income, the source of your home, the source of all your friends and relationships. Let it just be, for God is right where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so with a heart full of gratitude, knowing that this word is complete and cannot come back void, it is already fulfilling itself in all our lives. I can now release it into love, into the law. And together we say, and so it is.
Ashe, amen, amen. Woohoo! Let's hear it again. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Oh, wow. Well, joyful. Hi, Susan.
Hey guys, great talk.
Thank
Love
you.
Loving it just where I am.
Yes. And we're loving you where you are, too.
That's right. And that you're here too.
Yeah. You got a song for us?
I do have a song for you. I picked out a song by a songwriter who's kind of under the wire. His name is Darrell Scott, and he's always been one of my favorites. If you are a country fan and you've listened to Travis Tritt, you might have heard Travis covering this song. But it was written by Darrell Scott, and it's called "It's a Great Day to Be Alive."
Oh, nice.
That's it.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
He's got rice cooking in the microwave. He's got a 3-day beard he doesn't plan to shave. It's a goofy thing, but I just gotta say, hey, he's doing all right. Yeah, I think I'll make me some homemade soup. I'm feeling pretty good, and that's the truth. It's neither drink nor drug induced. No, I'm doing all right. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. There's some hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? It's been 30 years since I left home. I said good luck to every seed I'd sown. I gave it my best and then I left it alone. I hope they're doing all right. Now I look in the mirror and what do I see? A lone wolf there staring back at me. Along in the tooth, but harmless as can be. Lord, I guess she's doing all right. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. There's some hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? Sometimes it's lonely, sometimes it's only me, and the shadows that fill this room. Sometimes I'm falling, desperately calling, howling at the moon. Get ready to howl. Howling at the moon. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's hard times in the neighborhood, but you can make every day feel so good. It's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. There's hard times in the neighborhood, but we can make every day just that good. It's a great day, a beautiful day to be alive.
I second that.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Oh, pretty clap now. Yay!
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back to you in a few minutes. We got some business to take care of, and we thank you for your brilliance.
Yeah.
Well, you're certainly welcome. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get conscious now. I invite you all to get conscious now and see where you're at with your giving. Is it something that you're being pulled to do? If so, then this is a good time to do it. And Valerie's going to explain the different ways you can do it.
So you can, if you use Venmo, you can use the QR code right there, or you can go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and there are several ways to give there. So we also take checks and cash. But yep, most people are doing it the other way these days since we haven't seen each other for a long time. So you want to just bless these gifts? And
Okay, I'm going to invite everybody out in the congregation to shine your light at the basket and repeat after me. Thank you, dear Spirit.
thank you, dear Spirit.
Thank you for this awesome opportunity to give.
Thank you for this awesome opportunity to give.
I give freely from my heart,
I give freely from my heart,
knowing my gift does great works,
knowing my gift does great works,
and it comes back
and
multiplied.
it comes back multiplied.
For this and so much more,
For this and so much more.
I say thank you and amen.
I say thank you and amen.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Time for
Another-
Susan again. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do What a Wonderful World. But before I get to that, something came up while you were speaking. I'm going to just give us a little refrain of one of my favorite songs, and then I'll kind of weave them together to what.
All right.
Sounds good.
'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we will not be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful
That was so good. Thank you so much.
I like that. What was that first piece?
Well, it's called "'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free," and I think it's a very old piece of lyric that somebody put music to.
Oh, wow.
But it always sounds to me it could have been around like in Quaker times or something. It's just so pure and simple the way it is. So
You got a
All right,
thumbs up.
throw that in.
You got a thumbs up from the congregation.
That's
Good. Yay. Thank you, congregation.
And thank you so much for being here.
Very welcome.
So, Greg and Sheila, where are you?
We're right here.
Welcome back.
Uh-huh.
Ernestine, you want to come over here and join in with us? See if we can all squeeze in.
Yeah, come on. Why don't
Yeah,
you do that?
squeeze in there.
All right.
Come on, everybody. See
Yeah.
you.
Come on, Kim.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Real life people. Yay!
That helps, baby.
Line them up.
Line them up. Line them up.
The tall ones will get in the back. Oh, we
All
can do
right.
that.
Man, you're behind you.
We're all fine. We're all really fine.
We're all together now. All together now.
Nice to see you all together.
Yeah.
All right. This has been a joyous first live since the COVID struggles,
Yeah.
and we're grateful, eternally grateful. So just close your eyes and know with me the truth. That absolutely each person is such a divine opportunity for life to reveal itself in its grandest way, in its most profound way. We're open to the grace and the direction and the way to move forward in our ongoing life. Grateful for the past, looking forward to the future, but so grateful to be here right now in this space and time. For this, I give thanks and simply let it be. And so it is.
So it is.
So join us.
So much more.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Join yourself.
Bye, everybody.
The comments.
See you on Zoom.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Now we'll figure that out, right? Yeah, we can.